Good morning. It's happy Friday, May 29th, 2020. And this is one I'm excited about and ready to do an unbagging of. And that's Aries Magazine number 10 with the game and the story, by the way, of the return of the stainless steel wrap. Obviously based off of Harry Harrison's short story within the pages of this magazine, but also his original story of the stainless steel wrap. This is one of the games that this is designed by Greg Costikyan. This is really what made me such a huge Greg Costikyan fan. Yeah, really a good game. I really think it's a good game. I had this game. It wasn't appropriate to unbag or show off or anything like that because it was just my camera. It was just a bad copy because a lot of stuff had happened to it. So I've been looking for a copy that was good enough to to let people see, and this works. It's not it's not unpunched or anything like that, but it works enough, and it was the right price, and the counters are good enough. So let's look at it, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Look at the components and talk about it a little bit. So first of all, put that over there. First of all, you get this out of here. I'm going to talk about this Aries magazine. This is number 10. $4 with the game back in the day. Can you imagine? But that's at $1981, so you know. But Aries magazine was such a good magazine. And here you had the short story, The Return of the Stainless Steel Wrap. It's, compact story right there, and it's got a game to go along with it. That's just cool. I like that idea. I like having the canon, if you will, right here. I like it a lot. But if you want to look at other things within this, you're going to look at, for example, here we got Facts for Fantasy, Charlemagne's Daughters, Romans in the New World. That's talking about the Iroquois Indian tribes. Fire worship, seasickness, Siva. The whole point of it is to bring you more reality to your fantasy games, and to use them in your role-playing games if you want to or whatever. I thought that's cool. Film and television review. I like this right here. They Escape from New York. I forgot that was that was the first movie I seen on HBO. Can you imagine? Seen it on HBO and thought that was just the thing. HBO was the thing back then. And it's a Dragon Quest capsule adventure. If you remember Dragon Quest, that was SPI's D&D, if you will. They all had them. All the companies, all the wargaming companies had them. Avalon Hill and SPI, but they never quite did as well as D&D. As I heard someone say one time, there was only one monopoly. There was only one Monopoly, and there was only one Delta V Enhanced. I've got Delta V somewhere. That's kind of a cool game. But this magazine was really a good magazine. A lot of cool stuff in it. But we're not here for the magazine. Let's get to the game. Let's look at the game, and let's look at the rule book. Start off with rules of play. Rules of play, like the art, comic book style art, like the flow charts back here. It's a solitaire game. You can play it cooperative with another person, but it is a solitaire game. It's a solitaire experience. So love the flow chart. This is way before any of the coin games was doing it, but you know, the book's probably about, I guess, 15, 16 pages, I guess, would be my guess. Wow, that was my guess, but look at here. I just seen where the number of pages are. 16. It is 16 pages. It's a years of looking at these little books. It's a paragraph game, which these are event paragraphs. Which the paragraph games have its beginning with John Butterfield in the prequel to Wreck of the Pandora. It's the Voyage of the Pandora. So, and then of course John Butterfield made a separate system for ambush and did use that to great effectiveness, and the paragraph system is still being used today in some games. So let's look at them. Here's your characters. You're really playing degrees here, but this is his wife. So, and here you got it's a very, like I said, one person tactical game. Sequence of play. Let's just set up the game. Let's look up the game turn sequence. Movement, obviously. Exploration. That's going to be like when you move to a new room, you're going to roll 2d6s, 1d6 plus 1d6, and you know it's going to be, 11 to 66, and you're going to check the paragraphs that way, and you're going to check the paragraph to see what happens in that room. So yeah, exploration, interaction. What is that? Unless a box is empty or contains nothing of interest, your chance may be forced to. Okay. Reorganization, combat sequence. The combat is initiative determined segment, first being segment, the subsequent being segments. As far as I remember, the combat was very cool and very different, but yeah, here you go. Here you got the paragraphs, and you're just rolling dice on these paragraphs here. But so let's look at the map. The map's a pretty cool one. Typical SPI map, but it's I can get it out here. There's degrees. There's Mrs. Degrees. All right. So what you're looking at is the space station. Circular. This is what he's going to have on him. His positioning, what's in his leg sheaths, on his suit, and his hand, the weapons or whatnot, and these are his. And what you're doing, you're taking off against the AI, a computer that runs the station or ship. It's gone completely local, and it's. I don't know if it's actually self-aware, but it's something like that. It's directing all the robots at you, and it's trying to kill the crew and take over, and you're just trying to shut it down until you're just trying to shut it down. So that's the whole point. Now counters, again, this wasn't unpunched. We're not going to look at all these counters, but we will look at a few of them. There. Oh, here's a robot one right there. I can already tell. What is that? That's a hired gun. All right. I got some weapons here, look like. What is that? Come on, focus. Pain pills. Not a weapon, but it's the stuff you have on you. Ammo. I know what that is. Yeah. Ammo. Alright. Counters are, while the ones I had before were all, these are really easy readable, and they're not frayed like the ones I had before. So counters are, they're functional. Someone's kind of got some cool art on here. Let's see this. The Stark. Okay, these are Stark, and some other ones are just some NPCs you're meeting along the way, which is cool. It's a good storytelling device and a good combat as well. Well, some bit me or something right there. It's been like 95 degrees here, so bugs are all mad. All right, here you go. Here's a pistol. All right, and that's it, man. That is the game in a nutshell. This is, by the way, one of my favorite games. Some people are kind of cold on it, and I don't understand why. If you go to BGG, you'll see some people being a little bit cold on it. Don't get it. Maybe they just don't like solitaire games. But if you like solitaire game, and you like, some odd themed war games, especially a paragraph game with some elements of obvious elements of role play, but it's a war game, but it's obvious elements of role play when you start getting into it. But yeah, good stuff. I'm glad to have a copy. That actually, I'm kind of glad it came punched, because if it would have come unpunched, I wouldn't have wanted to play it. As it is, I'm going to play this today, sometime tonight probably, unless, who knows what can come up. But I plan to, Lord willing, I'm going to play it today. But that's it, man. So I got for you today, but it's a pretty good one. All right. If you ever find this at a good price, get it. Because they're just too expensive. They're just too expensive. I overpaid a little bit by what I wanted to here, but I could live with what I paid for it. Some of them I can't live. I said, good gosh. Some of it I just can't live with it. I just can't justify it. That's one thing that I've always said. A lot of reviews alike is to talk about price. It's just the bare facts. It's a big part of it. But if you can find this at a good price, you better pick it up. It's worth it. It's a strong game. All right, now, y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.